Well, the whole of space exploration was very much part of my childhood and brought up in that period of time where man was going out beyond the bounds of the atmosphere. And it was very exciting, very glamorous. There was this race between the Americans and the Russians. It permeated into every area of life. My mum got me up in the middle of the night because the moon landings were around 3 o'clock, and having the TV at home, we were able to watch things, watch the blast off, the Saturn V rocket going up into space, the actual landing, but more interestingly was that when they came back to Earth, the module went behind the blind spot. All communications would go dead for about 6 minutes, and you'd sit there almost timing it until they came back into radio contact, and then you'd hear the astronauts. It was very, very dramatic, and certainly of its time was at the cutting edge of technology. And when you think about, there was more power in my phone in my pocket than there was in the space rocket in terms of computing terms, you realise just how vulnerable they were and how limited the technology was to get somebody up to the moon and back again. It's hard for anyone who wasn't there as a child to understand the way it really permeated into everything. So things like cereal packets would have space people on, and aliens and Martians from other planets. They would be used in advertising to children because that was so much part of what we were part of. It was a brave new world. That was America. I dare say in the playground we played astronauts and rushed around and pretended we were Flash Gordon or something and landing on strange planets. That they were the adventurers and they were the explorers of your generation. Sort of the Bear Grylls, if you like, of 1960s Britain. It really was an amazing time for the world because, you know, coming out of the Second World War and the conflict and the poverty that came out of that, this was the bright new era of the 60s. Economy was growing. America was asserting itself in the world. It was trying to prove that it had the technology to get out there. And I know that other countries were involved in that as well. So you kind of felt that was something that you could aspire to and be part of.